The year is 2024. The place is your local cereal aisle. The adventure is about to begin. Our hero is Finn, an 8-year-old boy who is about as clumsy as he is kind, with glasses so big you'd think he was a cartoon character. But don't let those specs fool you. Finn's got more courage than a superhero, even if he doesn't always know it. One day, while pouring milk on his Fruit Loops, Finn spots a mysterious feather in his cereal box. Just an ordinary feather, except for one very extraordinary thing. When Finn tickles it, it farts loudly, like a goose honk on a trumpet. Little did he know that this was no ordinary farty feather. It was actually a magic being. I mean, a feather from the Sky Kingdom of the Feather Isles. A place where clouds were nests and worm-shaped rainbows wiggled through the air. And when Finn accidentally tickled it just so, the feather blasted him into the sky and straight into the Feather Isles. Turns out the reason the feather was in Finn's cereal is because it was a stowaway looking for a new home. You see, back in the Feather Isles, Queen Paratina had lost her magical feather of fortune, without which the birds couldn't fly straight and were crashing into their own nests. And since the feather had royal powers to sense danger, it had set out an SOS signal by magically transporting itself into the cereal bowl of the person closest to the portal, which just so happened to be Finn, as soon as he arrived. He was mistaken for the chosen chick destined to find the missing feather of fortune. Of course, Finn was the chicken to admit he wasn't actually a chick, especially with everyone staring at him, including a pelican pilot with a wingspan wider than Finn's house, and a gossiping hummingbird named Zip who thought she was the coolest chick around. So Finn played along and soon found himself on a mission to find the legendary feather with Zip and the pelican as his guide. Along the way, they dodged flocks of pigeons flinging their own special brand of bird poop, and flew through a wacky dust storm made of animated feathers that all wanted to be Finn's friend. But it was here where the real danger began. You see, a villainous peacock with a seriously bad case of jealousy complex had stolen the feather of fortune, hoping to become the most beautiful bird in the kingdom with its power. Now, normally a coward at heart, Finn had to summon all his courage to confront the peacock, especially with the fate of the entire Feather Isles resting on his shoulders. But before he could do anything, the peacock blasted him with a supersonic fart and knocked him clean out. That's pretty nasty, right? Well, not to worry. Thanks to his big glasses, Finn was totally fine, just a little dizzy. And with the help of his new friends, he devised a plan to defeat the peacock. Using Zip's knowledge of the skies and the pelican's ability to carry heavy objects on his back, they snuck up on the peacock while he was busy preening his feathers and took the feather of fortune back from him, with the danger of the talking feather storm passing. The birds were free to fly to their nests without getting zapped, and Queen Paratina was so grateful to Finn for returning the feather that she made him an honorary bird of the Feather Isles, complete with his very own pair of wings. But alas, it was time for Finn to return home. As much as he loved flying around with his new feathered friends, he also loved his mom's cooking, which, let's face it, was way better than pigeon poop-flavored birdseed. So with a flap of his wings and a toot of his magic feather, Finn blasted back to his room, landing with a gentle thud on his bed, as he drifted off to sleep. He realized something very important. Being brave didn't mean you weren't scared, because, let's face it, he was totally scared. But courage wasn't about being perfect, he thought. It was about showing up even when things got messy, like when he accidentally farted in Mrs. Periwinkle's class, or when he got stuck in the talking feather duster storm, or when we had to save an entire kingdom from a jealous peacock with a supersonic fart attack. Yeah, being brave wasn't easy, but it sure was fun. Thanks for coming along on this adventure with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night, little one.